Welcome to Russia, turn one. Russia is being controlled in this game by my friend FF Cecil. And for his purchases, he has $37 to spend. He's going to spend $4 to advance his tech. He has told me what his tech is, but it's a secret. So we'll be quiet about that. I'm his ally, though, so I can know. He's spending $10 on a fighter, $12 on 2 tanks, and $11 on an infantry and 2 artillery. He is not declaring war on the Japanese, and of course he can't declare war on the Germans yet, so all of what we're going to see is non-combat. So let's go up to the Russia area and have a look at the moves that are going to be occurring. That's pretty good there. Okay, so the 2 infantry from the Caucasus are going to move up to Rostov. The mech infantry and the tank from Volgograd are going to move into Ukraine. The mech infantry and, well, the mech infantry can just drive, but the infantry from Russia is going to rail to the Ukraine, and the mech infantry is going to drive to the Ukraine. The artillery from Russia is going to be railed to Bessarabia. The infantry from western Ukraine is going to go to Bessarabia. The artillery from Ukraine is going to go to eastern Poland. The infantry from Belarus is going to go to the Baltic states. The infantry from Archangel is going to go to Novgorod. The submarine from C-Zone 127 is going to move over to C-Zone 125. And then everything else is in the east. So, first off, the tank from Russia is going to follow the Trans-Siberian Railroad to Buryatia. And what's going to happen with the troops up in the north there is 5 of the 6 infantry from Buryatia are going to move into Saka. 1 of the anti-aircraft artillery from Saka is going to move into Buryatia. All 6 infantry from Saka plus 1 of the 2 anti-aircraft artilleries is going to move into Siberia, and all of the troops from Amur are going to move into Siberia as well. So that's all the non-combat. As soon as I tidy up the board, I'll come back with placements and income. Just before we get to placements, there was one move I forgot to mention. It was marked, but I didn't talk about it. The fighter and the tactical bomber from Russia are going to go to the air base in Novgorod. Okay, so in terms of placements, the Moscow factory is only going to produce 1 fighter. Everything else is going into the minor factories. So in the south, in Ukraine, we're going to produce 1 artillery. So I'll just put a chip under the existing artillery that's there. And we're going to produce 1 tank. So we'll put a chip under the existing tank there. Okay, in the north, we're going to put a chip under the artillery, so there are now 2 artillery there. We're going to put a chip under the infantry, so there are now a big stack of infantry there. And we're going to put a tank there as well. So in terms of disposition of, we have to do income. It's pretty simple. He just gets his $37 back. Okay, nothing's changed. He hasn't conquered any territories. He gets $37 again. And there are no national objectives yet because he's not currently at war with anybody. So let's do the disposition of forces. So in Vyborg there are 3 infantry. In Karelia there are 2 infantry. In Novgorod there are, I always have trouble counting this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 infantry, 2 anti-aircraft artillery, 2 regular artillery, 1 tank, 2 fighters, and a tactical bomber. In the Baltic states, there are 4 infantry. In eastern Poland, there are 2 infantry and 1 artillery. In Bessarabia, there are 3 infantry. In Ukraine, there are 4 infantry, 2 mechanized infantry, 2 tanks, and 2 artillery. In Rostov, there are 2 infantry. In Russia proper, in the capital, there are 2 anti-aircraft artillery and 1 fighter. Now, over in the Far East, zoom out a smidge so we can see all of them. In the Far East, we have 3 stacks of things. In Buryatia, there's an infantry, an anti-aircraft artillery, and a tank. In Sakha, there are 6 infantry, and in Siberia, there are 12 infantry and an anti-aircraft artillery. I think that's it for Russia turn 1. Pretty simple. So Japan is up next. We're going to see what it does with all of that naval hardware.